I'm Stephan Loerke. I'm the CEO of the World Federation of Advertisers, and I'm here with Fabrice Beaulieu, the CMO of Reckitt. Welcome, Fabrice.
Thank you. Hi, Stephan.
So COP27 takes place this year in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. It's the annual climate summit that brings together 193 countries, 193 member states of the UN, and essentially does two things. One is it helps take stock of the progress achieved so far in terms of carbon reductions. And most importantly, it helps put pressure on countries to be more ambitious in their in their carbon reduction objectives in order to bring back our planet on the trajectory that was set in 2015 at the Paris Agreement. Now, COP26 in Glasgow last year just about managed to keep the hope alive that we would be able to get back on that trajectory. But as we know, the last 12 months have been eventful. We've had gradually the world come out of the pandemic. We've had economic activity pick up again, travel pick up again. And we've seen in Europe a gas crisis that has led to a revival of coal and oil. So if anything, the challenges have become more important. Now, I've brought back one insight from Glasgow last year, and that is that if the planet is to reach its carbon reduction objectives by 2050, more than half of those reductions will have to come from consumer behavior change. And that is where brand marketers come in. And that's why brand marketers are key stakeholders in Sharm el-Sheikh in COP27. Now to you, Fabrice, how and why is Reckitt involved in COP27? And how will you make sure that what you experience in COP27 is brought back to your brand teams and to your advertising agency teams?
Well, that's a really great question, Stephan. And you know that as a business, Reckitt is very clear on what it exists to do. The purpose of our company is to protect, heal, and nurture in the relentless pursuit of a cleaner, healthier world. And it's also clear to us that without a cleaner, healthier planet, our own health will suffer. Climate change is without a doubt the single biggest challenge of our time, and it has serious implications for the planet, for people, and for public health. A global and coordinated race to net zero seems to be the only way to ensure a clean and healthy future for us all. So really, that's why COP27 is so important in general and to us as a company. Now, to your second question, to help tackle climate change, as a company, we're working very hard to improve the environmental footprint of our own operations, but we're also working with our partners throughout our value chain to accelerate action. And very importantly, we are working with our brands on programs of positive impacts, programs designed to inspire billions of consumers to live more sustainably. That can be around the areas of water, of toilets and sanitation, of better hygiene, of better health. We believe that our brands can actually really help driving these positive behavior changes that you just referenced. And personally, I would want to make significant progress on all these fronts during these next 2 weeks at COP27. And here's a question for you, Stephan. How do you take what you hear and what you learn at COP and play that back into the work of the WFA and your Planet Pledge in particular?
You know, COP is a unique opportunity to connect with people that live and operate outside of our ad industry bubble. In a way, it confronts you with the climate crisis, and it drives home the imperative need for us to step up. And in a way, it puts a bit into perspective from some of the other priority issues that we as an industry spend a lot of time and energy on. Because honestly, if we can't fix the climate crisis, then a lot of the other stuff is not going to be that meaningful anyway. And COP is also a unique opportunity to connect with other stakeholders. Now, just think about NGOs, academics, start entrepreneurs. So people that have a very similar agenda, lots of unforeseen and exciting conversations, and also lots of really interesting opportunities of collaboration to explore. And I have this conviction that the solution will require collaboration beyond our industry. And one more thing, the ad industry needs to tell its story to the world. We need to be explaining how we're going to be cleaning up our industry. And most importantly, we need to be explaining how marketing can be part of the solution, how we marketers, with innovation, communication, creativity, can actually drive consumer behavior change. I mean, these are the things which I think I'm going to be bringing back from COP. Now, Fabrice, how can brands tangibly contribute towards the COP agenda?
Well, I think in our line of work, everything starts with what people want. And people demand, they demand that brands become more sustainable. That's true across generations, that's true across geographies. It may take different dimensions here or there, but it's there. And what people concretely expect from brands is two things: more sustainable product footprint, greener chemistry, less plastic, lower carbon emissions, and a more positive contribution to society and to environment. Now, that is likely to be a challenge for brands that do not rise to meet that expectation, but it will also be an opportunity for those who will embrace these growing expectations. More sustainable products, more sustainable product footprints tap into the space of innovation, and more positive contribution means brands are genuinely expected to create programs of positive impact, and these programs can become the core of their communication. So I've just referenced innovation and communication, which in our industry are two major sources of growth. So what's really happening is that sustainability is coming at the heart of the brand playbook and is becoming essential to brand growth and value creation.
Now, Fabrice, we're all hearing how the industry is actually falling short of what it needs to be doing when it comes to climate. What is your message to the industry in order for it to step up?
Well, first, this is a journey. No one has it all figured out. No one. And I also genuinely think that most people in our industry want to contribute to the solution. But one does not necessarily know what to do or where to start. And this is exactly why frameworks like Net Zero are so useful. Because what they do is they give you an action plan. And that action plan helps rally your teams behind clear next steps. That action plan can actually even help you galvanize your entire organization. I've seen it happen at Reckitt. Clear frameworks of action, they help progress on sustainability. And this entire agenda is about progress rather than perfection. A progress that needs to happen fast for all of us now. So what I would do is really encourage all of us as an industry to leverage these powerful tools like Net Zero or the WFA Planet Pledge, because I'm convinced that this will help us accelerate a collective positive contribution.
Now, great to hear that marketers can be part of the solution, and at Reckitt, you're demonstrating that marketers can be a force for good and a force for growth, to quote Mark Pritchard from Procter & Gamble. We now need scale. We need to step up fast. So sign up to Net Zero, sign up to WFA Planet Pledge. Thank you for your attention, and thank you, Fabrice.
Thank you, Stephan.